A very lengthy article about the Catholic Church was published in Organizer, the mouthpiece of the RSS. And guess what it said? After the Indian government, the Catholic Church is the entity that owns the most land in India. Yeah, you heard that right. It even went on to compare it with the Waqf board. How many schools, how many hospitals, how many institutions, super detailed stuff. Now this has sparked discussions from all angles. People are out there saying, oh, a church bill is coming. All kinds of chatter. And then you've got Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the BJP's Kerala state president, stepping in. He's like, that article? Totally wrong. He says that's why they pulled it back. Yep, withdrawn. But here's the thing. These discussions, they're not new. They've been simmering for a while now. The Christian churches in India, Catholic, evangelical, you name it, their activities here have been hit with some big allegations from the Sangh Parivar. We're talking attacks on churches, pastors getting assaulted, and a ton of legal cases piling up. So, in connection with all this, my response? It's right here in this video. If you're interested, stick around and listen. If not, feel free to skip it. No hard feelings. Support me, criticize me, whatever. It's your call. Okay? Honestly, I'm least bothered about all this nonsense. But as a journalist, I'm not here to stay quiet. I'll say what needs to be said, loud and clear. Let's talk about India's education and health sectors. India was once called the Dark Continent, a land of darkness. That's the real history, folks. And who changed that? Christian missionaries. They poured their hearts into education and health, then and now. Back in the day, none of these so-called Sangh Parivar groups or organizations even existed. Let's get this straight. The country with the most leprosy patients in the world? That was us, our great nation. Why? Tons of reasons. Tropical conditions among others. It's contagious, right? And who tackled it head on? Who wiped it out in India? Christian missionaries who came here. Why? Because those who followed the Hindu religion saw leprosy as a curse. If you got it, you were deemed accursed. So what happened? They wouldn't let these people into homes or villages. Lepers were left multiplying on the streets, huge numbers. But who stepped up? Christian missionaries. They cared for them, rehabilitated them. Sangh Parivar, have you even grasped this reality? The British government saw this and acted. Hospitals, lepers, even orphanages, because here there was this practice of killing baby girls due to superstition. India was a land of superstition. Sati was a thing, people. Think about it. How extreme were these beliefs? And who stood at the forefront to transform this dark continent, this great nation called India? Christian missionaries. No one else. Back then, the British government handed them land. Let me give you an example. In Kerala near Kayamkulam, there's a place called Nooranad. They had a leprosy hospital there, a sanatorium, massive property. And after leprosy was eradicated in Kerala, guess what's there now? A camp for a central paramilitary force. Same deal across India. They needed places to stay, right? So the British gave them plenty of land. Catholics, Christian community, whoever, because they were the ones serving these people. Sangh Parivar, listen up. Thousands of Christian missionaries and health workers gave their lives for this land, serving these people. Has even one of you done that? I'm asking straight. Give me a direct answer. Has even one of you sacrificed your life for these lepers, for those who had nobody? It was only after seeing this that folks like Bala Baba started programs for lepers. But who kicked it off? Christian missionaries. Now let's switch gears. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Who brought him forward on Sati? The British. Why? Because he was a Hindu, a campaigner from this community, fighting superstition. If a Brit had led that charge, Hindu believers here wouldn't have followed. That's why they brought in Raja Ram Mohan Roy, a Bengali, for the campaign. Get that in your head first. Same with Baba Ambedkar, who sent him to the UK to study. The history you read in India, it's fake. Even his grandson, Prakash Ambedkar, I've talked to him, can't fully explain it. He straight up said it. The British sent Prakash Bhimrao Ambedkar to London to study. Why? They needed an educated leader in their community. Think about this. India, the dark continent, today, so many of us speak English. These Sangh Parivar and BJP folks sitting in parliament, over 70% of them went to Christian schools, convent schools. Why couldn't you do that earlier? And another thing, why do these Sangh Parivar, BJP, RSS people send their kids to America and other Christian countries to study instead of Indian institutions? Couldn't you teach them here? Answer me. What's the real reason? Oh, it's a developed nation, right? So they go study there. How many people do they convert in America? Even one? Nope. Conversions, programs. It's all by choice over there. That's how it works. Here's another question. The British ruled India for 200 years. How many did they convert? Straight question. If they'd converted the Dalits and Adivasis back then, direct question. India would be a Christian majority country today. But they didn't care to. They ran mission programs? Sure. Take Vellore CMC College, check its history. An American woman missionary came here. Her dad was a missionary. She saw how bad leprosy was here during her mission work. She went back, got her MBBS in medicine, came back, and started a medical school in America. It began as a tiny clinic and grew into CMC Vellore. Its main goal? Eradicating leprosy. So many doctors and health workers there died without even feeling pain because leprosy numbs you. That history is all there for you to see. Here's another one. Malaria hit India multiple times. In the Northeast, when it struck the Indian mission, total failure. Don't know if you knew that. Guess who stepped in? The Pope at the Vatican back then sent 4 or 5 Catholic brothers. They stood with those people, cared for them during that outbreak. The government's efforts collapsed, ruined, they controlled it. That's how the Christian and Catholic missions got into the Northeast. If those missionaries hadn't gone there, let me tell you, it'd be like Myanmar today. Development came, education came, they speak English, they can work anywhere in the world. Can the RSS or Sangh Parivar even step foot in the Northeast today? Why not? Because you didn't treat them right. You don't see them as humans. India's Dalits, the tribes here. You're still stuck on the caste system. One question. How many years have the Sangh Parivar, RSS, and others been stirring trouble against these missionaries? Where have you won? Fights, scuffles, cases, Jabalpur, everywhere, every year, every month, every day in India. Have you stopped it anywhere? Direct question. Have you changed them anywhere? Even now in India's most backward spots, Dalits, Adivasis, the government's efforts have flopped. What's working? Catholic schools, Catholic institutions? Why? They are dedicated. Why hasn't Ghar Wapsi worked in tribal lands? You know why? The tribes see it. Sangh Parivar still doesn't accept them as humans. Who's treating them like people, helping them, educating them, caring for their health? Christian missionaries in so many places. Look at Tamil Nadu. Under Jayalalitha, they went after evangelical Christians, Pentecostals. She was chief minister, throwing out statements left and right. But what did she admit later? We can't touch them. Why? Tamil Nadu's got a huge Dalit community, converted. What happened in Punjab? Why couldn't you get in there? What about Andhra? In tons of states, you can't touch this. One more thing. Post offices are everywhere in India. Railway stations, big and small. How many post offices have an RSS or Sangh Parivar unit? Christian missionaries are 1,000 times stronger than the RSS. Get that straight. You can't reach where they are. In so many places. No vehicles, no boats, nothing. They found people there, convinced them. Simple. They shared God's love and affection. What's wrong with that? Do you accept them? No. These so-called backward castes, do you accept them? No. So someone else stepped in to care for them. AIDS patients, tons in India. Direct question. How many have you rehabilitated? I can show you where the Catholic Church is doing it. What money are they taking for this? These patients are dying, yet Catholic institutions are feeding them, caring for them. Where's the Sangh Parivar? I'm from Delhi. I've seen almost every corner of this India. You can sit there yapping about Hindutva. Christian conversion? It's happened in this great nation. You can't stop it. It's deeper than you think. Take Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, old Chhattisgarh. There's a place called Chambal. Tribal backward classes. Heard of it? When floods hit, the government's cut off. But I've seen Malayali evangelists there. They preach the gospel, help people, give clothes, food. Show me one person, prove they were paid to feed and convert them. I'll shut this down today. I challenge you. Oh, and you've talked about Mother Teresa. In the last 50 years, has any of you done what she did? People kill their kids because they can't feed them or dump them somewhere. Mother Teresa took them, raised them, called them hers. What did she do wrong? You can't do that. India was starving. Families couldn't cope. She said, don't kill the kids, took the lepers, cared for the sick. Is that the biggest crime against you, Sangh Parivar? Can you do anything anywhere? Do it. No matter how much you fight. Christian missionaries and gospel workers have pierced India. Look at Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana, the border belts. You can't reach there. That's the success story. Can you reach the Northeast? Anywhere? You can't even get close. That's the reality. Then you spout nonsense. Catholic Church grabbed this, churches grabbed that. What did they grab? Whose property? The British gave them land for mission work. Sanitariums for leprosy. Leprosy's gone. The land's theirs. Tons of places like that. Stop the nonsense. They're converting people. Can you do it? Take them back. Feed them. Give one guy 100 rupees, 1,000. You've got money, right? They'll come back, won't they? Cut the foolishness. And don't you dare question a Christian's patriotism. None of you Sangh Parivar folks are big enough for that. My family? 7 people fought in the 1971 war. How many Sangh Parivar families can say that? 7 altogether in 1971. You're not there yet. I told an RSS guy, this many from my family, how many from yours? You're not ready to challenge Indian Christians on patriotism. He's Indian too. He fought for India. India's in his blood. He's Indian for life. So don't try intimidating Christians here, or the Catholic community I'm talking about. They're miles ahead of you. Education, health, believing in building this nation. That's what Christian groups in India stand for. Organizer waltzing in with RSS Sangh Parivar brain trust nonsense? That won't fly here. Old news. The government didn't raise these missionaries. Congress didn't. Sangh Parivar didn't. Whatever politics are out there in other states, whatever is happening, why back English education here? Why trust it enough to study? Today it's just Catholic Christian institutions. Why study in America? And while you're at it, why don't Hindus who go to America come back? I'll flip the question. Answer that too. Christians in India stand for India. No Sangh Parivar member is grown enough to challenge them, and they never will.